This work sample is version 1 of Turns, a community-building web project. It is focused on the sharing of a turning point experience in one's life and being able to read and research those of others. Turning point narratives stand out as experience so significant that decisions resulted which turned one's life direction. The loading aspect of the site is designed to create a conducive atmosphere for thinking about sharing your story, like thoughts occurring during a walk on the beach.
At the end of the homepage animation, a navigation bar appears with stories, life map, links, about, help, and turns buttons. Overall graphics of the site have been suggested by images of organic processes of synapses firing in the brain's thinking process. The About section.
Besides information about the concept, content, and credits, this area offers help information and conditions of story submission and how to reach the webmaster. Help buttons positioned throughout the site may sometimes refer back to this area. Clicking on links brings up other relevant sites to choose from related categories: health, history, economic, sociology, environment, mythology. You can travel to these URLs and still remain in the site. You are now in the Read area. You may click on any of the floating story shapes for random reading. The Read area is designed to be visually active. It is dominated by a large zone shape surrounded by 12 category names. The computer's word filtering program responds to your choosing any one of these categories by bringing to the center of the zone all the stories which turn on themes most clearly related to that topic, such as education, family relationships, immigration, and so on. Unrelated stories appear peripherally outside of the zone, organized as to degrees of relatedness to the chosen category topic. A comments area will allow readers to post responses to the stories.
The Topics area has its own navigation buttons, which allow for more kinds of story searches.
Here, you will be able to search all of the stories by gender, by ethnicity, by crisis or epiphany, by name, by story number, by time, age, or event time period.
The stories and topics visually reorganize in the zone area in relation to your search choices.
For example, if you choose gender, all of the stories submitted by females will congregate to the left of the zone, and all the stories written by males to the right of it. Clicking on the Share button brings you to the area where you can write and submit your story. In the writing frame, you are asked to decide, was your turning point a crisis or an epiphany, by clicking on either button. The navigation bar prompts your thinking about what kinds of themes or categories your story might be related to. Before submitting the story, more information is requested about your gender, ethnicity, age at the time, and when the event happened. Leaving your name is optional. Once submitted, the story transforms itself from text to a yellow story shape that takes its place floating in the Read area. Each story shape has a rollover number, and your shape appears on the navigation bar for easy access at the computer from which it was submitted.
Each area has a context-sensitive help to explain the meaning and function of the site. Other aspects of the site added in version 2 include a life map drawing area which allows you to explore visual representations of turning points uploaded by other users or drawn using tools included on the site. Browsing in this section is done in the same way as the story area, allowing you to organize maps by the various demographic information provided by their creators. An archive button is added to all the browsing areas, which will bring up previous collections of maps or stories as the site continues to receive submissions. Maps can be in the form of JPEGs uploaded from a user's computer or drawn using the tools provided on the site. A response area is provided for the maps as well, and your map, once submitted, appears on your navigation bar, even when you come back to the site later for quick access. In addition to the website, Turns is a multi-user interactive installation experience designed for gallery or museum spaces.
A specifically modified version of the website will be projected from above onto a curved tabletop in the center of a darkened setting. 4 viewers at a time will be able to see, explore, and participate in the site on flat screens attached to the sides of the tabletop. Input devices are connected to a hidden server which is also hooked into the overhead video data projector. Participant submissions will be shown not only on their own screens, but will be reflected in the overall visual movement of stories seen through the modified projection in the center of the table.